was foam coming out of my nose, you guys. I just accidentally poisoned myself. It really caught me off guard, but I think I'm gonna survive. What happened is I had a cup that I put hydrogen peroxide in. Okay, it was this cup, and I normally drink water out of this cup. And I left it on my desk, and I went and I rode my bike, and I came back, and I was so thirsty, and I saw this cup of water on my desk, and I drank it all in one gulp. A solid half cup of a 3% hydrogen peroxide. And as soon as I swallowed it, I was like, oh no, that was peroxide. I immediately looked it up on my phone, like, what should I do if I drink hydrogen peroxide? And the results scared me. So I was like, I can't look at that right now. I'm just gonna hope that my body absorbs this and maybe I'll throw up. And then I was like, I haven't talked to my grandparents in a couple of weeks. I better call them. And I was talking to my grandma, then I'm talking to my grandpa, and I start to feel really bad, like progressively worse. There is burning and bubbling. I'm foaming at the mouth. I keep spitting and there's just more peroxide foam. And then it starts coming out my nose. And I thought about telling my grandpa in this moment that I had swallowed a bunch of hydrogen peroxide because he was a pharmacist and he knows a lot about like what to do in these situations. But then I was like, how do I say that? For the entirety of this phone call, I knew I had ingested hydrogen peroxide, but I said nothing. So I just didn't say anything. And then I was feeling so bad and my stomach kept getting bigger and bigger because it was bloating. So then I was like, I better take a bath, because baths fix everything. But the bath didn't fix it. And then I was like, okay, this is getting to the point where I should tell somebody. And so I called my sister and I said, Cody, I swallowed hydrogen peroxide on accident. It's significant. I'm having some side effects. Can you look up what I'm supposed to do? Because I'm too scared. And she said, yes. And then she was telling me what the results said. As foam continues to come out of my mouth and nose, and my stomach is just getting bigger and bigger, and I'm a little scared that I'm gonna explode. And then I threw up, like a lot, more than I ever have in my whole life, and with a velocity I've never experienced either. Luckily, I put the phone on mute before I did this, so I really saved my sister today. I've been just chilling since then, not feeling great, but I drank a Gatorade and I had some Tums, and my saliva is still kind of foamy, but I definitely don't feel as bad as I did before.
Sydney's audience were baffled she did not go to the ER for medical attention.
It was half of a cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide. I've been okay for a number of hours now. And there's some slight discomfort, but I'm mostly fine. And the thing about this percentage and that amount is that if I were to go to the hospital, they would be worried about me getting little oxygen bubbles in my blood. So they would put me on an IV and they would give me antacids. And I'm just gonna stay hydrated at home and have antacids. So I think we're good. Not gonna go to the hospital or the doctor because I think I'm good. I just learned a lot today, okay? Don't do it. Don't ever drink hydrogen peroxide. And you know what? Just don't ever pour chemicals in a cup that you would drink out of. Never do that.
Sydney is remarkably calm considering she just ingested a liquid which could have killed her. Thankfully for us though, she lives to fight another day and continues to post her misadventures to TikTok. Now some people in the comments were rightfully baffled, saying, how, why, what? They're like, how do you do this? Others could oddly relate to this moment of near fatal stupidity, saying, I've literally done this before with a cup of nail polish remover. And I accidentally swallowed a tiny bit when I was a teen and thought gargling peroxide was a good idea. I was puking and foaming for what felt like hours. Lovely. As always, thank you for watching Happiest, and be sure to follow our TikTok page for more eye-opening videos like this. And of course, if you have any of your own videos that you want to share, send them on in.